picks.
18 to 31.
18 to 31. Yeah, okay, so then I know exactly what it's like to be in your shoes, because I'm in it right now. And I think for me, I don't want to like be extra preachy, but I can only express to you guys what I've experienced myself or what I believe to be true myself, and that's just like my faith has always been, through the highs and lows of life, my faith has always been the one thing that's really been steady and has always given me a deeper purpose. And so, finding ways to love Christ, and I think that really, love Christ and love other people is what has like allowed me to have actual fulfillment and satisfaction. And so what I mean by that practically is if you look at last season, it's like, man, we set the franchise record for most losses, and everyone knows how the Lakers did, and it was like we won 21 games, which might seem like a lot until you realize we played at 82 of them. And it's just kind of like, it's like, all right, well, that's definitely, there's nothing to be taken away from that season. Like, just hide your face and, run away and pretend like it never happened. But I think last year in a lot of ways was actually a big year for me. And I think if I look back at like what I define as success, I would say I'm actually pretty happy with, never happy with the result in terms of the record, but really happy with what I felt like I was trying to do with my own life. And to me, like, I took a lot of big steps last year in trying to get out of my comfort zone. So like I started a Bible study, and we did it the whole year with my teammates. And because a lot of us were going through a lot of crap, like with the season and, lineups and not playing a lot or not playing well and whatever, like guys really opened up, we prayed for each other. We really shared and we were vulnerable about stuff. And then I think like I got to hang out with a lot of homeless people because in LA there's just a lot of homeless people, and normally while you're driving by it's just kind of like, all right, well, whatever, like onto my own thing. But pausing and really like taking time out of your day, your money, your time, your attitude. I remember there's this one story where I was like talking to this dude, and he literally was homeless. He was fresh homeless, like 2 days on the streets. And you could tell because, he was still dressed nicely. He looked like he was just chilling at the park. He ended up being homeless because, whatever, I won't get into his story, but he was on the streets. And the night before I had a really tough game, and so I was like talking to him and just trying to forget about the game. And he was like, man, I just want to say, like, I'm thankful to God. Today is a beautiful day. Like, look at the sky. It is just beautiful. And it was like bright blue skies, and I was just like, man, like, here I am in the NBA getting paid a ton of money to play in front of thousands of fans, to be able to have this platform to reach millions and millions. And, I'm tripping about what happened last night, and this guy who does not have a house, literally does not know he's going to sleep tonight, like, has this perspective. And so doing different things like that made me realize, like, because of New York and because I've been to the top, like, even if last season went perfectly, I know, like, yeah, that would have been fun, it would have been great, and I would have been happy, but there's a difference between happiness and joy, right? I think joy is much deeper. I think joy is not based on your circumstances versus happiness is like, hey, today I have, like, for me, an In-N-Out burger, yay, I'm happy, right? But joy is like something much deeper where it's like, you understand, like, regardless of what happens today, there will still be joy. And so that's what I really challenged myself with last year. And, that's what I challenge you guys with. I'm not saying don't work hard, don't go after your dreams, because I'm doing that every day. But to be able to have that and put that in a certain lens where it's not your end all be all, it's not who you are as a person. I think that's really important for, us Asians who tend to be ambitious.
Yes, very true. Yeah, I think it reminds